Again there fellas, here we go with a 99 rater. I'm sort of running out of shops around here with 100 raters. So I dropped down 1 point down to a 99 rater, and this is the bent spoke, and their IPA I think was voted best Australian IPA, but it didn't get a 99 rating. This one's got a 99, and this is the double IPA, 8.8%. Right up our alley. Nice looking can, pretty trippy little sketches there with a lot of symbols and different things going on. Bit of a story, and well, let's give it a go. It's got one of those big mouth cans, huge mouth on it. I like them. Let's see if we've got a head on this thing. Oh yeah, got a beautiful head on that. That's gorgeous. Alright. Well, that's looking pretty nice, fellas. Double IPA right up my alley. Just a little bit pricey. Ooh. The aroma is just deluxe. So fruity. Ooh. Mmm. Wow, that's one of those beers you can't just scull that. You gotta really take it easy. That's just so full of flavour. It's one of those beauty beers, Australian beer that's world class. That is world class. You'd almost serve that up to anyone in the world and they go, wow, what's that beer? Oh, that's a beauty. That's a ripper. Well, what are you looking at? You're looking at a lot of fruit flavours there. Maybe apricot. It's more of your probably Victorian, I'll say Victorian, but southern state fruits, not your real tropical fruits. There's a little bit of tropical smell to it, but it's more like guava and apricot. Really yummy. What do they reckon? Nothing worthwhile comes easily. Drifting off the beaten track allows you to explore roads less travelled. That's me. The Drifter series will broaden horizons, drift in and out, and will no doubt bend a few spokes along the way. Drifting is Cluster 8. This geared up double IPA promises to quench your hop thirst. Yeah, it's loaded with hops. I don't mention the IBU count, but it'll be bloody massive. 45, 50 at least. They reckon it's full hops, almost full hop malt, and 3/4 yeast. That's a gorgeous beer. That's really well done, fellas. Take my hat off. I'll give it 100 rating. Now that's something I should have got a 6-pack of. 375ml. Alright, so you're paying a bit more, but just remember the alcohol content. So you're paying for that, plus you're paying for that expertise. No chemicals in this, no rush brewed. This is a gorgeous beer with a bit of late hopping, dry hopping, whatever you want to call it. And it's come up a treat. That's lovely. Oh well, we're coming up to a Friday tomorrow, and things around the world are going a bit crazy. The New World Order's still trying to take over, trying to hold on to the EU. England decided they want to get the fuck out of there, and fair enough. I wouldn't be part of that. Unelected people. How do you have such a huge thing like the European Union run by unelected officials? That's bullshit. It's got me stuffed how people can allow that to happen. Anyway, take back control, people. Don't let the governments take over and next minute we'll be all chipped and we'll be all a number and we all got to be online. I'm getting rid of my phone. I want to get one of the old normal phones now. I might go and get a camera, you know, and just do it off a camera, load it up, and get off these stupid phones. They're tracking you everywhere you go. They know what you're doing. They can turn the microphone on and the camera anytime they like. They catch most of their criminals, which I think is a good thing, from their phones. They know where they are. They listen to all their calls. It's unreal. Anyway, well, we shouldn't go there. That's the future. You want to be part of the bullshit of the future or just make it a really good future? It's all up to you guys. Vote for someone that has common sense in. You know, we can go green, but it's got to be a gradual thing. You know, we're going green in Australia quite a bit. You know, South Australia's leading the way again. They've got batteries and they've got wind and they've got solar panels and all the rest of it. So we'll get there. You know, they can have natural gas that don't produce any carbon. And, you know, we should fire up a couple of natural gas plants, one in Melbourne, one in Sydney, and maybe a super brown coal, negative, well, not negative carbon, but tiny amount of carbon, and these, or probably none by the time they recycle it, and get that happening for now, and get some cheap, and I mean some cheap electricity to the people, because it's just strangling everyone. You shouldn't be paying hundreds per month. That's just ridiculous. The neighbour over the road got a bill for $1,500 for 2 months. You know, I know someone who got a bill for $3,000. Yeah, it's just insane. You know, overseas you can get a room for $450 a month, free power. If you got an air conditioner, they might charge you an extra $100. You know, over here, get India, you wouldn't. That's a joke. Alright, well that's a beautiful beer. I shouldn't go on about all the crap in the world. Let's be competitive, Australia. And honestly, what do we produce? 2% of the world's pollution? Get a hold of it, fellas. We're a developing nation. I think we should go back to being called a developing nation. We've just been flooded with millions of people. People come in by plane now. And, you know, they're asking for asylum and there's no reason. They're like political refugees, you could almost say. It's just people coming in every day. It's like 250,000 a year come in by plane and don't go home. Alright. And then what about the other 250,000 that come in? So it's 500,000 a year we're going up, minimum. And the infrastructure and the water infrastructure can't really cope with it. All the dams around the country are around 50%. That's just bullshit. You know, if we keep pumping people in, we'll run out of water. And you can't do it. Just slow it down, for fuck's sake. The driest continent in the world. Alright. Cheers, everyone.